There is another way to look at results of a survey or a quiz with Google Forms. So I'm still looking at my response screen, and if you notice here, I have the green icon that represents Google Sheets. So I'm going to click on that, and it's going to take me directly to a spreadsheet that contains all the responses in just a different view. What's nice about this, I love that it collects the timestamp so that I see the exact date and time that this form was submitted for each user. So had I selected in my settings to collect an email address, then those email addresses would show up in their own column. So I didn't do that on this particular quiz, but I did ask each person to type in their name, so now I do know whose results I'm looking at. I see their score, and I can see each individual question along the way. So if you're not familiar with spreadsheets, there are some things that we can do to make our screen a little bit more friendly to look at. And so we can go through this kind of quickly. There was a faster way to do that, but that's not our focus for this particular course. So, but I can see all these results. I can use all my tools with Sheets to help me with that. One tool that I really like, and I will encourage you to learn about in Sheets, is notification rules. And so I can get an email sent to me anytime a user submits a form, and I can decide whether I want to get that email right away or as a daily summary, as a daily digest. So that's up to you how you want to do that, but for different sheets, different reasons, you have some options there. The other way I can be notified, if I go back to my quiz and I use these 3 more dots, I have a lot of options here. And here I can select get email notifications for new responses. And I can also choose a destination. So if I want to create a new spreadsheet for just this quiz, that's the default, that's what I would choose. But in a summary, in a different survey type of situation, whether you're not using a quiz, you might want to select a spreadsheet that already exists and have the results go to that spreadsheet. That would be used in the case of looking for volunteers for field day. Maybe one of your co-teachers is also putting out a survey to collect that same information, and then you want all those spreadsheets to go into the same form. So you can adjust that however you would like. But that's how you have the ability to look at things in Sheets. Let's go back to these 3 dots again. I could also decide to unlink this form. So all the results that are going to a spreadsheet, I could unlink it and make that a dead link. I can download all the responses, and I could print all the responses. So depending on the length of your form, depending on how many students or people are using this form, taking that quiz, would depend on whether you want to print those or not. And if you decide to, maybe you made a mistake on your form, selected some wrong answers, and you just want to scrap everybody's results and have them try again, you could do that. So just some options for what you can do within the responses of the form.